New York can charge you $50 just to see the skyline, a ferry to the Statue of Liberty, a museum, one meal and a bed can destroy a $100 budget before the first day is over. But hidden inside the city are free ferries, public rooftops, museum loopholes, ticket lotteries, and experiences tourists regularly pay for. For this entire weekend, $100 must cover everything. One night, every meal, every subway ride, and every attraction. And whatever New York does not take by the end will be given to a stranger. The question is not how much New York costs. The question is whether $100 can survive New York. Saturday morning begins at Penn Station with exactly $100 in hand. The clock is ticking, and the absolute first priority is securing a legal place to sleep tonight. Standard booking sites tease low rates, but in New York, the advertised price is a lie. State sales tax, city tax, occupancy fees, and hotel unit surcharges instantly inflate the cost. The cheapest legitimate same-day dormitory bed in Manhattan locks in at $42 all in. Drop a comment right now. Does this weekend end in survival, or does the budget break? With $42 gone before taking a single subway ride, the remaining $58 must cover 4 meals, transit, and sightseeing. This massive financial blow immediately threatens the entire weekend. Will the food money survive? Can the free experiences actually substitute for paid ones? Will a single dollar remain by Sunday night? Remaining budget, $58. The journey to Brooklyn begins with a $3 swipe of a contactless card onto the subway. The destination is Brooklyn Bridge Park, where a high-stakes reservation awaits. The Brooklyn Bridge Park Boathouse offers a free 30-minute kayaking session on the East River. It is a genuine free substitute, saving $45 compared to a commercial rental. But there is a catch. Slots are limited to 12 kayaks per session and sell out weeks in advance. Miss the 15-minute grace period, and the reservation is gone. After paddling, the route leads through Dumbo's cobbled streets to Washington Street, capturing the iconic view of the Manhattan Bridge framed by brick warehouses. From there, the traveler crosses the Brooklyn Bridge on foot back into Manhattan, a 3,000-foot walk costing absolutely nothing. Fatigue sets in, demanding the weekend's first meal. A single classic slice at Joe's Pizza costs exactly $3. Remaining budget, $52. The route pushes south past City Hall into the concrete canyons of Lower Manhattan. The white steel ribs of the Oculus rise up, offering a massive, free architectural spectacle without the $42 admission of nearby observation decks. From there, the walk cuts through the historic stone corridor of Wall Street, past the Charging Bull, and down toward Battery Park. But physical exhaustion and hunger are starting to behave like hidden expenses, threatening the traveler's pace. Every block feels longer as the afternoon fades. The traveler must reach the Staten Island Ferry before the next departure to catch the optimal harbor light. A long delay here risks throwing the entire schedule off. Remaining budget, $52. The traveler slips through the turnstiles of the Whitehall terminal just as the doors of the Staten Island Ferry slide open. This is a completely free, 24-hour public transit link departing every 15 minutes. During the 25-minute crossing, the boat glides directly past the Statue of Liberty, offering a sweeping panoramic view of the Lower Manhattan skyline. But there is a distinct trade-off. Unlike a commercial cruise, which costs at least $25, this commuter ferry does not stop at Liberty Island. It offers no landing access and no entry to the Pedestal Museum. It is a scenic compromise, not a direct replacement. Back on land, the budget holds steady at $52, but daylight is fading. The temperature is dropping, and $52 must stretch to cover dinner and a full Sunday of survival. Night falls, and hunger forces a high-stakes gamble. The traveler uses a food waste app to buy a $9.99 mystery surprise bag from Baker's Delight on West 23rd Street. The contents are completely random. If the bag contains nothing but stale sweet pastries, dinner is a failure. The backup option is a $3.25 turkey and Swiss sandwich from Dwayne's Fresh Market on East 12th Street, but that would drain precious funds. With dinner settled, the route leads directly to Times Square for a strict deadline. At precisely 11:57 p.m., the commercial billboards turn off their ads. This is the midnight moment, a synchronized 3-minute display of digital art that covers dozens of massive screens for free. As Saturday ends, the financial reality sets in. Between the $42 hostel booking, 2 subway rides, a $3 slice of pizza, and the mystery dinner, day 1 costs $60.99. Exactly $39.01 remain to survive Sunday. The $42 booking lands the traveler at the Central Park West Hostel. It is a legal, bare-bones shared dormitory. There is no manufactured danger here, just the compromises of budget travel. A thin mattress, metal bunk frames, a shared hallway bathroom, and the constant rustle of roommates packing bags in the dark. Security means relying on a padlock brought from home, and privacy is non-existent. But it is clean, safe, and the final checkout invoice confirms no surprise fees were tacked on overnight. Sunday morning starts early. Hunger demands immediate attention, but with only $39.01 left, a traditional sit-down brunch is impossible. The traveler stops at a street cart for a classic low-cost New York staple, a fresh buttered roll and a hot black coffee. The simple breakfast costs exactly $3. This leaves exactly $36.01 to cover transit, sightseeing, and dinner for the rest of the weekend. Here is the ultimate midpoint choice. Would you play it safe to protect the remaining food budget, or risk those final dollars on one paid attraction? The strategy pivots to Roosevelt Island. A single $3 tap of a contactless card gains entry to the Roosevelt Island tram, swinging high above the East River alongside the steel trusses of the Queensboro Bridge. It is not a perfect substitute for a 60-story observation deck, but the floor-to-ceiling windows deliver a sweeping midtown panorama for the price of a standard subway fare. On the island, the free electric red bus circles the waterfront, saving feet and funds. Back in Manhattan, a brisk walk leads to Central Park's Bethesda Terrace and Bow Bridge. A warm $3 streetcar pretzel serves as a quick lunch. With afternoon fading, $30.01 remain for the final stretch. The traveler secures a free, timed entry ticket for the Whitney Museum's second Sunday, dodging the standard $25 admission to view the terraces for $0. A brisk walk down the High Line leads straight to Little Island's floating concrete pedals. The theater gamble ends with a lost Broadway lottery, forcing a pivot to Central Park's Delacorte Theater, where a free standby ticket for The Winter's Tale secures a seat. A final $5 plate of Vanessa's dumplings completes the weekend's menu. The final ledger is stark. Hostel, $42. Transit, $15. Food, $24. Entertainment, $0. The total weekend cost is $81, saving over $200 compared to standard tourist pricing. The Staten Island Ferry was a decent compromise, but the hostel was a clear downgrade. With exactly $19 remaining, the traveler hands the cash to a subway musician. Which free alternative was the strongest, and which was the clearest downgrade? Which American city should face the next $100 challenge? Like this video if you believe accommodation should always count in budget travel challenges. New York's true cost isn't found on a receipt, it is paid in compromise. As urban travel expenses soar, the line between experiencing a city and merely surviving it grows thinner. Like this video if you believe accommodation should always count in budget travel challenges.